Everyone is Zed back with another toy review, this time with the Star Wars BMF, the big Millennium Falcon. Now this thing was released about 2 years ago in August with the celebration of the Star Wars Legacy Collection / Clone Wars movie tie-in. And I'm deciding to review it now basically because I've been searching the internet for bad reviews on this thing. Everyone has nothing but praise for the BMF, and it's not quite fair. I mean, there are some things that should be taken into account when looking at this thing. First, when looking at it overhead, I need a new camera. Especially over the cockpit area. There we go. You could tell that the cockpit itself, while the plus side it can fit 4 figures, when shutting it and looking at it compared to the rest of the playset, it's not really in scale with the entire model, especially looking at it from a front angle. As you can see, the cockpit dome is clearly larger and out of scale. The missiles here, yeah, I actually had them fired just show that they are missiles and they can be fired, should actually be coming out of here. That's where the missiles should be firing, not here. Yeah, it's a stop sign I see. The main guns, the turrets, also fire missiles. Why they fire missiles for a collector is confusing, since if anything, the turret should have been enlarged a little bit and put more missiles in there and have them fire like red, translucent projectiles. However, they decided that the cannons themselves should actually fire. And they don't even look, if you... I'm turning this thing off. If you look at the cannons themselves, alright, looking at the cannons themselves, like I said, I just fired one missile. The projectile doesn't even match the cannon, so it kind of throws off the design a little bit. Other than that, the design is fine, and the actual motion of sliding a lever to move the cannons back and forth is pretty nice, and it's been shown in other reviews. A little knob in here rotates the radar dish along with the radar dish along with the little Jedi probe. And as you can see, these are the Luke and Obi-Wan figures from the training on the Falcon. And as you can see, I placed the helmet right here where Obi-Wan would have gotten it. That's also pretty cool. The interior of the thing is also pretty messed up. I mean, the interior is not scaled to figures. I'm sorry, this is a webcam. It's attached to a... One big example is R2-D2 right here. The aisleways are not droid friendly. As you can see right here, he really can't... He moves, but he would get stuck. And he's actually the only one that could actually go through the access points without hunching over. But then again, if they really wanted to make a really big-ass Millennium Falcon, an R BMF, it would be probably about this tall. Let's see, it's probably about maybe a half, 3/4 of a foot tall. Probably would have to be 2 feet tall and about 7 foot wide. And like Hasbro's really going to re-release the USS Flag, that's never going to happen. The boarding ramp is also, you know, the boarding ramp is seen to, in the movies, you could fit about 2 people can access the boarding ramp at the same time. Not the case. I'm just going to say 3PO there, and you only have, you can clearly see 3PO. Let's see him go down the slide. There's only room for 1 down the access point, and a lot of figures don't really like to fit in there as well. 3PO just kind of slides down because 3PO is boring and ordinary. Another thing is, once I turn these electronic features on, I'm not a big fan of electronic features. A lot of people probably have seen that from other reviews. If I've done any with electronic features, I'm not sure. I know I have a lot of videos that I haven't posted yet. This is cool. The random startup noises, and then the... But it's too loud! It's nice, it's got high fidelity sound, it's just a little too loud! And that's actually pretty much it. Oh, and the other thing is, I forgot, on the underside of the Falcon, they actually put 2 turrets up and down. I don't know if you can see it really well. Yeah, that's me. Probably can't really see it well, but there it is. Now, I actually did try, I was like, take the top turret off and replace it with the bottom turret. It doesn't work. It's too loose. The joints are too loose. You can't even mix and match. Thanks, Hasbro, for that one. Other than that, the toy itself, it's very nice. You can't find it anymore, and the best bet is eBay right now, but you're going to expect to pay about $200 to $300 for 1 mint-in box. The electronic features are a little bit too much, although it's nice to see the Dejarik table light up, the little Dejarik figures, and the awesome sound of the boarding ramp, which, by the way, is not electronic in any way. It is a hydraulic feature that even when turned off, still works. So if the electronics break down, you can still drop the ramp. And that's about it for the BMF. And I guess I'm doing this review now just because it's like the 30th anniversary of the Empire Strikes Back's coming soon, and we got a new addition to the BM Ultimate Scale vehicle line coming in August, the AT-AT, which I will be reviewing when it comes out. But until then, this is Hoodimus said, and I do love the mini freighter, by the way. It is a nice addition. And since this thing's too large for any kid to carry and fly around, this is going to be home base, and this is going to be the little vehicle they travel around in. Bringing you another review, Hoodimus said. See you around.